Today I want to talk about identity minimizing, identity minning, however you want to call it. Because I think it's been holding me back my whole life, and probably also, and I'm sure, also a lot of other people. Because I think I've always been very sensitive to biases. It might be from some childhood experience that I always felt the need to question myself and to double check things. And naturally, I very early turned into books talking about like the mystics and fallacies we humans fall for, as well as websites like Less Wrong. But one thing I just like in the last year kind of realized, which is I feel like almost bigger than most other fallacies, is what I would call the identity fallacy. When we start saying things or communicating things, we always like it becomes part of our identity. Some things more, some things less. When I'm saying something, I'm recording this video, right? So it seems a little bit sophisticated, intellectual. I'm having deep thoughts. It's a little bit philosophical. So it becomes part of my identity. Now, when I'm in the future, decide what I'm going to do, I'm always kind of like affected by that. And that makes me less likely to engage in, for example, hedonistic lifestyle. And this goes for like almost all political topics. When you are your whole life are democratic and there's it's less likely you will make the best vote than if you would be neutral, right? Nothing against Democrat or Republicans or whatever political opinion you have, but it's so all surrounding that it's tough for me to even explain. But maybe you see where I'm coming from. Whatever you like say out loud, whatever you feel like you are, whatever you like, how you present yourself, is heavily affecting what are your options or decisions gonna be in the future. That can be sometimes used as an advantage. So if you like always be an athletic person, you're more likely to stay athletic and so on. But it could also be, if you've always been, chubby, then this makes you more likely to be like that in the future as well. But generally speaking, I feel like if you minimize your identity as much as possible, it gives you the most options to choose from. Because when I think of my own life, I know that most of my friends have a certain view of me. And sometimes I feel like this view is chaining me. Obviously, I have free will, maybe, and I'm trying to escape it sometimes, but there are still so many things that could be completely different if I would have a different identity. So I'm thinking, what is really the benefit of identity? And when I see people fighting on Twitter or on forums or whatever they are, like it almost like limits the playing field like extremely. We're not talking about like 20% or 10%. I think sometimes like if you really put out identity, like your like range, your like spectrum of view gets so limited. And I'm 100% like it's 100% the same for me. Like I'm doing these videos just to formulate my thoughts and to think better. Because when I'm trying to explain it, I learn about it as well. And I sometimes wish I would have less of identity, and the identity has changed. And there's one book my brother actually gifted to me. It's something where you really try consciously to change your identity. And there are definitely ways to do it. But just like as a thought, think about maybe the next week or so how your identity is holding you back and what options there would be if you wouldn't see it through the glasses of your identity, of what you have done in the past, what you have communicated, how other people see you.